We're rolling at Startup Island, folks. I'm here with Josh Gerson and also Brian Helfman, the co-founders of Startup Island. Hi, guys.
Hey, January.
I'm gonna throw this across the picnic table to you guys. It's so awesome to be here. We're upstate New York, and we're at a place called
Camp Scatica.
There you go. I wasn't going to say it. You do a much better job. And this is a place where you actually grew up, like on camps. This goes way back.
I spent 13 summers here.
Picked such an idyllic location. I know you guys do. You go to places like Costa Rica, and you're thinking Colombia in the future, and here we're in upstate. So thank you for including us in this. I want to know a little bit about you guys. So kind of like how you met, how it came about that you started Startup Island, all that kind of good stuff.
We met back in 6th grade.
Oh, wow.
Ish. Maybe even earlier. We don't really know.
We grew up in the same town,
Nice.
Played sports together our whole lives.
Nice.
So probably met over basketball or Little League or something. Became, I think, better friends as we got older. At a certain point, we became the type of friends that always shared business ideas with one another. Like, hey, how cool would it be if, we did this or we did this? And I think we knew it was a long time coming that, one day, hopefully, we would eventually start a business together. One of many long nights where I wasn't sleeping. That's when all my ideas come to me.
Yeah.
I had sort of longed to expand my own community to like-minded people that I could create these really genuine connections with. Not the connections that I was finding at networking events.
Right.
I felt that they weren't so genuine, and it was more of just everybody, exchanging elevator pitches. And if there was no immediate way that we can help each other, then it was kind of like, see you later. And I felt that when I traveled, I always got to know myself best, and also the folks that I met during my travels.
So did you travel a lot together growing up, or was it more kind of like a friendship? Or is that another story again?
To be honest, no. We didn't really, go on any retreat type trips together. I had a couple amazing trips to Costa Rica, and Costa Rica became a very special place in my heart immediately.
And you've just come back from Costa Rica, right? From a startup island?
Yeah, we were there 2 weeks ago.
What's your kind of, your target demographic other than founders, obviously? Are you keeping it really niche to those demos? Like, talk a little bit about the people you want to reach and enthuse.
We always say that if you have felt that self-awareness and that sense of reflecting when you travel, and if you get it, if you read through our website and you're
Best website, love it.
Thank you.
I love it.
But it's more a way of thinking than a type of person. We don't like to pigeonhole in, you have to have started a business, you have to be an engineer or a business person. It's more just the types of people who want to have real conversations in amazing places. That's really the core of what we're doing. And the entrepreneurship aspect is more of a way of looking at life. We have a very holistic way of thinking about and practicing entrepreneurship. And of course that could mean you own a business and you want to learn how to scale that business or just get it off the ground. But a lot of times it's just coming to a safe space where you can have these types of conversations and kind of think about your life and your path in a different way and talk to people who are potential collaborators and partners and people who are willing to support you and want to help you.
So it's not I'm going to just it's not necessarily a place where you have to have your idea already formulated or your proof of concept or your first round of funding. You're actually embracing, you can be in all those stages, or you can just be kind of like a like-minded person that wants to connect and find out what it is they want to do as well, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I think having these types of experiences will help propel you in that direction, whether it's starting a business or just meeting a new community that you can join and will bring value to your life in some way.
It's fantastic.
And we're very lucky. I mean, it's a magical feeling that when you get to see like a group of strangers literally become a community and a group of friends in just a matter of days.
Right? In a matter of days. And you guys
really
mentioned
special.
that. You said when we first got here, I think it was you, Brian, you said you'll make friends after a few days, and I was like, we're here for 2 days, but it does.
And we've only been here for like 12 hours.
I know, and we're only
now.
in day 2. We've got another day, so it's definitely testimony to the workshops you put together and like the fireside chats and all that. It's been quite exceptional and nothing that I've experienced before. So kudos to you guys for
Thank you.
having the idea, seeing it to fruition. I know you guys are in your infancy as such. You've been around for about a year or so, and you're growing, and I'd love to see where it's going going to be in a year from now or even 6 months from now. It's always exciting. I want to ask you guys, like, what's been your highlight, not to pitch out any particular people, but what's been a highlight for you guys on this trip?
This trip? Well, this is our first trip with young professionals. So our first 2 trips were exclusively college students. So for me, it's been amazing to see how our workshops and the conversations that we have translate to this group.
Right.
And how everyone has, like you said, come together so quickly. Even last night at the campfire, that was probably my favorite moment, when we were just going around and everyone's telling these like intimate stories, and we're learning about each other in ways that like you would never learn about some of your close friends after years of knowing them.
Absolutely.
We've known each other for like 4 hours, and
there is something about a campfire as well that you kind of just like, you want to share, maybe overshare, but certainly it was a great environment. So thank you for putting us in this beautiful location, which you guys will see. As founders, as entrepreneurs yourselves, I want to get a little bit into that. Like, what have been some challenges that you guys have faced, or maybe some things that have come about and you're like, okay, this is going to be a huge roadblock for us, but it's been super easy. Like, what are some kind of testimonies that you guys have had?
Defining really what our product is has been an early challenge for us, because again, I think it's an experience, right? So there are a lot of intangibles that sort of come from the experience. Like, how do you evaluate you know, this type of personal development in such a short period of time? How can you turn that into something that's tangible, that is sellable to the masses, so to speak? But I think in a lot of our own reflection and having more trips with these amazing people, it's not about selling it to the masses. You know, it's about,
that'll happen. You'll get word of mouth and people will experience it for themselves.
The thing.
You choose your locations really well, because I really believe that your environment has a huge effect on who you are and what you do. Have there been any like entrepreneurs, and you can name family members, feel free, loved ones, girlfriends, boyfriends, or people we might know that have really inspired you? May have been when you were 5 years old, might be today.
I think one of the coolest parts about this trip, being with young professionals, people that are our age, even older, that, you know, have had some incredible success already and like some amazing life experience. At a younger age, maybe my uncle, he owns a very different type of business than I would ever run. He's in the retail space, in more of like a tourist area, but he's just like a relentless entrepreneur, and he does what he feels, and he, you know, wears his passion on his sleeve, and he's just been a great mentor for me, probably from, you know, as young as I can remember.
To that point, I would definitely say my dad, he was part of a family business. My dad, my uncle, my grandpa all kind of ran it together, but from their work ethic to how they went about their business, and our point from earlier, looking at entrepreneurship as a way of life, my dad just kind of lived that lifestyle where he went about his life as a business. Everything was so efficient, from his actual business that he owned and operated to the schedule of the lights that were on in the house, making sure all the lights were turned off so that we were saving every penny on the electric bill that we needed to, and crazy
Super
minute things. Just that sort of discipline in all facets of life is definitely something that I think I inherited and learned a lot from.
Super important, because as an entrepreneur you have to be very self-sufficient in many ways. Where do you see Startup Island in, I don't know, 2, 3 months, 6 months, 5 years from now?
Our big push right now is for Spring Break 2017. So that's about 7 weeks in Costa Rica, where we have a beautiful retreat spot.
Just say Costa Rica and like, I'm sorry, you're like,
private beach, amazing food, sort of like an all-inclusive retreat experience.
Beautiful.
Which is, we're really excited about it because it's really our first chance to make ourselves available to every school in the country. Whereas our first trip was an alternative spring break trip.
Got it.
But we did 1 week, so there were a lot of schools that were interested that couldn't come.
Parents are gonna love you guys.
That's
They're gonna
the
be
other
like,
thing.
do I want my kid to go crazy on a beach somewhere in Cabo, or do I want them to go and actually bring something away with them? So we'll definitely put a link, guys, to join startupisland.com, and we'll parlay you guys. I'm putting it there. Click on it, click on it. If you were to gamble, blackjack, roulette, or poker?
Blackjack, easy.
Done.
I'm a roulette guy myself.
Oh, I like arm roulette too.
Yeah, I like to just, you know, I like
luck.
not having control over it.
Absolute pleasure being here. We got some awesome content from the weekend. I can't wait to share it across our networks. You guys are amazing, guys. Check them
Thank
out.
you.
Josh Gerson and Brian Helfman right here at Startup Island. We're just gonna probably go for a swim now. It's pretty hot here.
Yeah.
It's really hot.